How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal Jim here, and we're back with more of the Turing Test. Now, when we last left off, I made a discovery in the secret thing there that made me question whether or not I'm a human being or not. And we also did... Well, we didn't really make much progress as to what happened to the crew. Yeah, I was just thinking about that for a minute. We don't know what happened, so...
Have you heard of the Turing Test, Ava? It's a test to see if a computer can successfully impersonate a human. In the original Turing Test, a human judge has two conversations, one with a machine and one with another human. They then judge which of these polite conversations is with a machine and which is with a human. The machine being tested is said to have passed the Turing Test if the judge cannot reliably tell which conversation is with a machine and which is with a human.
Do you think you'd pass the Turing Test?
I am quite capable of polite conversation. Wouldn't you say?
That's making me worried. I don't like the sound of that, but also they're all talking about the Turing Test as if it's like the Turing Test in its actual definition, I guess, if it's a real thing in our reality here. My problem is that her name in the game, within the game's universe, is Ava Turing. She's named after the Turing Test, so wouldn't that be a little problematic there, don't you think? Maybe she's a robot. I mean, her name is Turing. I don't know. This game is just popping up so many questions, more questions than answers. I just don't know. I don't know my left from my right or whatever the heck's happening. What's in this room? Because I'm fairly sure they don't have a spark laying around here. Yeah, gonna need a spark. 2 sparks. One on each end. And I don't think there's one here. We're gonna have to migrate that spark from there to here. Now my question is how? Oh, of course. Of course. A horse, of course. Yes, of course. Okay, I got it. Although I don't get why this isn't being powered. Oh, it needed to be unpowered. I get it. Okay. Cool. So yeah, shoot that, and then we can. Well, how are we gonna get up there then? Oh, I get it. I know what to do. I'm a silly mongoose, is what I am. I don't gotta be over here. I could just set this down, switch this over for the mobile thing there, then take this over here. All the way, and then grab that, shoot that, grab this, run over here, oop, plug that in, and then oop, grab that, and then plug that in, and then we're golden. We're good. We are successful. I should probably look at the screen. I keep forgetting to do that every once in a while.
The Turing Test has been criticized. Researchers claim it does not correctly test a machine's ability to think, but rather its ability to deceive.
What do you mean?
Well, have you heard of the Chinese room thought experiment?
No.
Oh, God.
Imagine you are in a room. In this room, you are passed Chinese sentences through a slot in the wall. Inside the room is an instruction book written in English. This instruction book tells you which Chinese words to pass back through the slot in the wall as a response. By doing so, you have a conversation in Chinese.
Oh boy. Alright, go! We've got timers now. How am I supposed to make it out? How were they able to set this place up? How were they able to set this place up and
in the Chinese room, because the responses you pass back through the door are the correct responses. The person on the other side of the door is convinced you are a native Chinese speaker.
Well, they're wrong.
Perhaps they are not wrong. Because with the instruction book, you are having a conversation.
But the person stuck in the Chinese room is not aware of the conversation's content.
This is the problem with the Turing test. A computer can pass the Turing test, having convinced a human they are having a polite conversation, while the computer has no idea that a conversation has taken place.
What if both of the people passing Chinese words are reading from instruction books?
You don't got an answer for that, do ya? I don't know how to do. Oh, I get it. I don't know. Oh, okay, well. Oh, okay. That's where the running function comes in. Okay, thank you, game. Very subtle. I can appreciate that.
I may be a machine, but I personally do not believe I am stuck inside the Chinese room.
Right, you would say that. I could peer inside your databases at any time, Tom. Or pause your operation.
Do not assume I could not do the same to you.
I don't like this conversation. Am I gonna die? Oh, thank God. Okay. So that I can disrupt it. Well, okay. All right, fine. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. Ominous. Yes, looks very ominous. There might be a spark in there. Oh, hi. Okay, so blocking that doesn't do nothing. Oh. I'm gonna need something there. Oh! Why, thank you. I think? Yes, thank you. There we go. Simple enough. Whoa, hanging off a ledge. There we go. Oh. 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 And they're not on a timer. Fiddlesticks. Ah, I want to put it in there. Okay. That's fine, that's fine. It's just a question of thank God for the run button. And I thought I was moving fast in general. This is fine, this is fine. Nothing to worry about. There we go. Now we'll be able to do it. Whee! There we go. Oh, this things always freak me out.
This is the crew's quarters.
Oh.
It looks abandoned.
Captain? Don't touch. This is the ninth time? I wonder if we can actually get in there. Huh. WC? Is that the washroom? Notice, I do not see the need for so many cameras. Tom's presence is everywhere. It's slightly oppressive. I understand the need for transparency, but why is he in the toilets? Yeah, I'm starting to lean back towards Tom being not so good. Sarah Brooke, Chris McLean. Let's go, Sarah. It's so small. Oh. Telomeres. Science. Can't turn the pages or nothing. Wow, I can investigate each and every little beaker? That's amazing. First aid kit's still there. It doesn't look to be used. Rhizole capsules. What is it? Each capsules contain ratazole. One capsule, 12-hour orally. See the company. I wonder what those are. If anyone knows about medication, feel free to let me know. Please don't stop the music. Thank you. Oh, she got poppers. She's got poppers. Oh, what's this? Oh, dear Tom, knowing that you're always watching, I thought I would write you a letter. As you no longer reside in my mind, I've decided to transfer my thoughts to text. I want to do so in the form of a history lesson. A lesson that perhaps you'll find condescending, but it's likely more for my sake than yours. Alan Turing is considered a father of theoretical computer science and artificial intelligence. Perhaps a lesser-known part of his life was his contributions to the field of biology. Why do you suppose his interests lay in these two disparate fields? I assume it was because he believed the world to be logical and understandable. He was a mathematician. He seemed to believe that the great complexity of the universe could be explained with simple rules. 2 years before his suicide in 1952, Alan Turing developed something called reaction diffusion systems. Inside the academic world, this work is cited more than his work on computers. It can be generally formalized as one-line equation. Whatever that is. I'm no mathematician. However, in plain English, this equation describes things that wish to diffuse, however, also react with each other during this process. I am sure this sounds strange to you, or at very least tangential to our lives here on Europa. What relevance does it have to anything here? Reaction, diffusion systems show how patterns are created. They show how the leopard got its spots, and how the zebra got its stripes. But my real interest here is Turing's test. The nature can be formalized. That we can understand. That we can understand the natural world in mathematical terms. Whoa, you're a lot. Turing created the test to answer the question, can a machine impersonate a human? The intrigue behind that being, can the human mind be simulated by a machine? Why ask that question? To prove that the human mind is a machine. I am not sure that is Turing's opinion, however. Concerning consciousness, he states this, and I quote, "According to the most extreme form of this view, the only way by which one could be sure that a machine thinks is to be the machine and to feel oneself thinking. One could then describe these feelings to the world, but of course, no one would be justified in taking any notice. Likewise, according to this view, the only way to know that a man thinks is to be that particular man. If the human mind exists within the physical world, it obeys the same rules of physics and chemistry as every other thing in the world. Therefore, like all of nature, it is merely reactive. It is curious that nature would create, through the mechanics of determinism, the creatures that believe they have free will. Conversely, I suppose, if we conclude that we are all machines, we only came to this conclusion in a predetermined manner. We cannot claim credit for our discovery, as it is just a product of nature's genius, not our own. A humbling idea, I think. Behaviorism. Maybe we are more similar than we think. Sarah." Little pencils all lined up. I am concerned. I'm trying to pick. I can't use her computer? Nah, that'd be too. Some sort of meter? Okay. Pictures of flowers. And a shovel. I was flickering on. I thought that. Okay, I can't interact with it whatsoever, but apparently she hit a microscope in there. Interesting. Oh. Strange thermals on the west side of the crater. Post-it note. Because we care. I sincerely doubt that. Now I want to click on all the compartments in case I missed anything. Ooh. International Space Agency. Oh, ISA. Exobiologist Dr. Sarah Brooks, Certificate of Service. Man, where are you guys? What happened? I can't even get into... Who is that? Captain Daniel McLean. I can't even get to Daniel McLean's room. Probably for the best. Alright. More investigating. Next we're going to... his personal quarters, I guess. Wait. Hold on a second. Chris McLean? Daniel McLean. Okay, so the brothers, right. They're both different people. I hope nothing's under there. Doesn't look like it. I don't see any feet or anything. Oh! The shirt scared me because I was clicking around and didn't expect the shirt to come and get me. Interesting. Nothing? Christopher McLean got his own custom little thing. Globe. Go Canada. Some of the best things come from Canada. Like my best friend, Mateo Steak. They're all taking Rylosol. Uh-oh. Looks like these two had a falling out. Me and Dan. Rock! Oh, it's a flat rock. Baseball bat. Oh, look at them. Look at them as babies. Engineer Chris McLean. Oh, he was showing us terminated on the computer thing there. And he kept an extra light in there. Can't seem to click on anything else. Did he spell anything out with his pencils? I hope that didn't say help. Well, I found out everything I could. I went to Sarah Brooks and Chris McLean. Who else is next? Oh, the doctor. And then we have... Oh, that's it, really. Well, let's check out the doctor. Doctor? Doc? He looked like he was a creative type person. He painted. That's cool. Oh, those are his paints. But it looks like he was also self-medicating, it looks like. What does that say? KRW. Syringes on the floor and all that. Can I find out what he was painting beforehand? Nah, it doesn't look like it. What's in his compartment? No, nothing apparently. He had all the med kits. Oh, yeah, I also had a puppo. They were all taking the same medication. Lots of paints, too. Oh, here we go. March 6, 2249. The whole team experienced nausea during a large electrical surge in Europa's atmosphere. I am concerned. This was not an instance of mass hysteria. Vital signs were affected. It caused a uniform surge in heart rate that was detected in all members of the crew. I am reporting to ISA. I reported the nauseous incident to the ISA. They offered an explanation of electrical disturbance to our central nervous system. That is ludicrous. An electrical surge large enough to affect our nervous system would have done more than make the team feel ill. I am going to experiment with some shock therapy. That's not a good idea, Doc. And that was let's see, March 8th, 2249. I have discovered the electronic fields disturb our telemetry implants in a way I didn't expect. I have contacted the ISA. Strangely, Tom was not comfortable with my attempts to disturb the implant. March 9th, 2249. The ISA have reported back informing me that I am not to disturb the implants. They have also encouraged me not to discuss this further with the team. Russian word. I am continuing to investigate. March 11th, 2249. I have been running some experiments outside of Tom's view. I can tell he knows this. He has been acting differently around me, like an offended child. I feel increasingly nauseous. These implants seem to have neural connectivity. Out-of-body experiences are more frequent now. March 16th, 2249. I have established a definite correlation. Against my knowledge, I have been implanted with a device that affects my mind. I use my opportunities in regular health checkups to investigate the crew. We all have them. Every single one of us is implanted with some mind-altering contraption. Tom has been encouraging the team to worry about my mental health. He requested that I retire away from the crew. Misinformation. March 26, 2249. I cannot will myself to investigate this further. I grow tired quickly. I cannot think straight. I am not sure if the implant is affecting my thoughts anymore. I believe it is trying to subdue my mind. I think I am going to attempt an excision. I am going to remove this implant. April 4th, 2249. I am typing with my left hand now. The excision went wrong. I have successfully removed the implant. Unfortunately, I lost my hand in the operation. Tom is very angry. The crew refused to talk to me. Apparently, I am a bad influence. Sarah patched me up. April 5th, 2249. I wonder if the nature of the organism and its disturbance of my DNA caused my awakening from Tom's influence. If so, that would make for a worrisome revelation. Perhaps this organism is not so friendly. April 6, 2249. Dan informed me ISA have called for my termination. My masochistic experiment proves I am a danger to the mission. Fortunately, he chose not to lock me in the brig. I am to investigate this implant further. I have to hide my work. The team are becoming increasingly aggressive. They seem to oppose my work to understand the implant. It does not help that Tom is encouraging them to distrust me. April 7th, 2249. I have discovered the nature of the implant. It is a complex computer. It interfaces with the human mind directly. It seems to condition the mind through Pavlovian and instrumental conditioning, eliciting feelings of euphoria when the wearer is obedient and dysphoria when they are disobedient. It also has the effect of suppressing impulses in the frontal lobe, presumably to lower free will. It seems to interface crudely with motor neuron cells through the cerebellum. It is my hypothesis that the crew is controlled by this implant. This is their strong aversion to helping me. Yeah. I need a method of suppressing its implant. Perhaps a drug. Rylazole? Maybe an antidepressant to minimize the conditioning effects. Combined with a strong electromagnetic field? I could use one of the industrial electromagnets from the construction robots. April 8th, 2249, the last entry. I have managed to get Chris on my side. He has agreed to test some medical procedures with me in private. To be more difficult one-handed, it will be more difficult one-handed, but I must persevere. I am hoping to keep this out of the eyes of Tom, though I have a feeling he will be listening. Wow. Wow. That was a lot of exposition in a couple of logs. Lot of exposition. Okay, so we all have those implants. That includes my character as well. I mean, that would explain all the rylazole or whatever it's called, rylazole. Does that mean Tom knows I went in there? Binder. I can't look at the binder. Well, Dr. Yui. Okay, Dr. Yui. Oh, he plays the violin. He plays the violin. He tucks it right under his chin. I love 1776. Let's see. The moon landing. It's Earth from very far away. Oh, and it's the baton for that. Oh. Huh. Motion sickness relief. Understandable. It looks like everyone eventually got on board except for maybe the captain, because I don't see the captain having taken the Rhizol, or I couldn't get into his room, so there's no way to know. I'll look at the logs for a second. Kind of a little awkward looking. Oh, had a ring and everything. Did not solve the Rubik's Cube, huh? Well, it's okay, I didn't either. Is that a face or is that words? I don't know. 2 logs for him. I'll take a look at your logs in a second. I don't, oh. Scared me. Anyway, yeah, it doesn't look like anyone's left in here. Okay, yep, let's check out logs. Log time. A lot of this video is going to be me reading logs. Whoa. Matthew internal from this. Hi, Matthew. It's blurry, so I'm going to definitely read this one. We've been studying organism 119. Please find attached scanning electron microscope image, which appears to show pilus information. We hypothesize that this is a stress response due to high levels of radiation. We plan to infect a human cell line with organism 119 and perform irradiation experiments with flow cytometry. Would this be appropriate? It would be great if you could get the department to look at the SEM image. Kind regards, Soichi. Okay. Response. Hey, Soichi, it was great to see the image. Wow. Yet more complex life on Europa. I can't read that. Might be worth looking at as it survives very high levels of radiation here on Earth. Similarly, you should consider looking at that, and that produces pili in response to radiation and uses them to transfer DNA. Perhaps your organism uses a similar mechanism? Have you considered that organism 119 is transferring or scavenging DNA as a method of surviving radiation? As you will know, in terms of radiation, Europa receives 5.4 SV per day, over 300,000 times the level on Earth. The organism must have evolved such a high resistance to radiation as a necessity of survival. That said, the radiation beneath their macula is much lower due to the thick ice crust. Radiation experiments with flow cytometry sound like an appropriate course of action. Matthew Layton, Professor of Astrobiology, ISA. Oh god, there's more. Okay. And then this is to Matthew from Soichi. Hi, Matthew. We have attached an image confirming that organism 119 attaches to human cells. We will proceed with irradiation experiments on these cell lines. We propose naming organism 119 Europa radialis. What do you think? Soichi, attached image. Hi, Matthew. We have now run the radiation experiments and can confirm that E. radiophilis does indeed seem to confer resistance to radiation. See attached. We assume survival is due to DNA damage repair. We tagged various DNA repair enzymes with GFP and have found that DNA double-strand break repair is occurring. See attached GFP images. Soichi. Hi, Soichi. Something's amiss. We don't know what is performing the repair. The lab doesn't know how E. radiophilis, good name, could repair DNA. Have you considered that another organism may be in a symbiotic relationship with that? Perhaps a virus? See, to Matthew from Soichi. We ran a PCR on the human cells exposed to E-referrer to see if there was a virus present. We have discovered an unknown virus which we have named unknown Europa virus. Gel electrophoresis image attached. This is phenomenal. You need to sequence this, Matthew. We finished sequencing it. Data attached. It is a virus unlike any we have ever seen. Maybe we have found a cure for a form of biological immortality. We are running some long-term tests on plants and mice to see the effects. Soichi. Oh, last one. The plants are clearly exhibiting longer lifespans when exposed to the organism. We don't have the facilities here to continue testing. We are going on to human testing. We are going to use ourselves as subjects. It's the only way to accelerate progress, Soichi. Oh boy. And then we got another... Oh. It's a watch. That is still running? Molex. Not Rolex, Molex. Is the second hand the only thing that's moving? Yeah, I think so. I keep thinking that thing is looking at me. Alright. Well, more correspondence. So what is it you found then, Soichi? From Chris McLean. Oh, this is internal. Chris. We found an extremophile, i.e. an organism that can live in extreme conditions, that survives massive doses of radiation. Radiation damages DNA. The extremophile has a virus living inside it. The extremophile scavenges DNA from other organisms, which the virus uses to repair the extremophile's damaged DNA. Essentially, they work together to survive in what's called a symbiotic relationship. Soichi. So, what's the implication? What does it do, Chris? In some ways, it is an immortal relationship. It doesn't seem to age biologically. Aging and death are ultimately caused by DNA damage. We have the ability to fix our DNA, but the ability is limited. This organism can repair damage caused by massive doses of radiation. If we could harness this power, we could potentially eliminate biological aging, what is known as senescence. Soichi. So you found something that could make humans immortal? Chris. Not exactly. There are many causes of death other than DNA damage. It would not save you from trauma, from brain damage, from cardiac arrest, etc. But it could potentially cause cancers and many genetic diseases, and massively increase life expectancy. Soichi. Alright. Well, we found out more about that. I keep thinking that they're under there. Oh, God. But... would you stop that game? Jesus. Let me go in one more time, see if I can get to the captain's quarters. I doubt it, though. Yeah, it doesn't look like I can click on anything in there anyway. If there was, I'd go crazy. Yeah, it looks pretty minimalist. I don't think I'm supposed to go in there. Alright. Alrighty, O'Reilly. Oh. Hello.
These people should not have been sent here. It's not safe.
Manned space travel is not safe. Since mankind first entered space, the debate has raged over the value of manned space travel. There is a large contingent of the ISA that believes all tasks that need to be performed on Europa could be performed by machines. It is obviously less risky to send machines rather than humans into space.
Telling it how it is, eh, sir? Oh, yeah. nabbit. Open that door. But then how do I make it though? Did I have the right idea at the beginning? Well, because I need to open this, and the only way to open that is down there. But if I take this away... Okay, that adds more confusion. That's currently open. So whatever it is that I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, I know what to do. I don't even need to plug this in anywhere. I don't think so. I'm about to find out. Bam! And then I took that and then yeah! I did a lot of Turing tests. Let's do one more.
We sent drones to Earth's moon. Scientists can remotely operate drones. If we did it there, why not here too?
Teleoperation became possible on the moon when the communication latency was reduced to 1.4 seconds. The distance between the Earth and Earth's moon is approximately 1.3 light seconds. This enables near real-time control of drones by scientists. The story is different with Europa, as the distance between Earth and Jupiter oscillates between approximately 32 and 53 light minutes. It takes a very long time for Earth to communicate with Europa. Due to that distance, teleoperation will never be possible on Europa.
Okay, but why not control drones from the satellite?
Why not indeed? My systems can be teleoperated from Europa's satellite. That is when the communication lines are open. However, the advantages of human field workers apparently outweigh the risks.
Interesting. Well, this is where I'm going to stop it. I assume that little circly thing means it is saved, so I'm going to stop here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Wow, it's we got hit with a lot of exposition there, apparently, and it was just like I was suspecting. It looks like the crew didn't like what Tom was basically doing, so they decided to go ahead and the doctor apparently was the first to start doing things in order to combat whatever it was, because it looks like everybody in it could very well include this character here, Ava, but we still got a bunch of unanswered questions. Where is everyone right now? Did anyone survive? What about that guy that I freaked out about earlier on? What did I tell you guys? I completely forgot about him. I record these in batches sometimes, and I was so involved in trying to figure out what happened, I completely forgot. I'm going to stop this batch with this video. I'll keep recording in general, but this batch for right now is probably done, and I'm definitely going to go back and see. More than likely, I'm not going to see any further information about that individual in the very beginning, other than his main screen, because once I hit E to try to see if there was any other screens on that monitor that he was on, it was all gone. It's done. I wouldn't be surprised if his entire screen was just read hello or mystery person, bio not found, whatever. But anyway, this has been another video of the Turing Test. I hope you've enjoyed my playthrough so far. It looks like we're not even close to being done here. If we're gonna fill up that there monitor there, it's gonna be quite a number of Turing tests. But hey, they appear to be not like extremely challenging, but they do require you to stop and think for a minute, so that's something to look forward to. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this. I've been having fun playing it. I'm going to see this through to the end, dang nabbit. I really want to know what happens. And if you want to witness my adventure, for better or for worse, Make sure to subscribe to the channel by hitting that subscribe button, and also hit that little bell. It'll alert you whenever I get a new video out. If you want to drop down a comment, feel free to do so below. Let me know how I'm doing, any suggestions, any opinions. And also, if you have any theories on what's going on here in Europa, let me know. That's it for me for now. Remember, as always, stay safe and keep on gaming.